Dealing with high voltage is risky. Dealing with high temperatures is risky. The most important thing is that we operate safely.
Ô, colega, deu um acidente. Chama a ambulância. Ô, colega.
Oi?
Da equipe 134, nós estamos na sala 37, tem um acidente aqui. Os colegas ficou eletrocutados.
E o que houve aí, colega?
Fomos abrir a chave que tava em curto aqui. Abrimos a chave e o cabo caiu em cima da caminhonete deles aqui e eletrocutou eles.
E tá mal aí, colega?
Não, o colega faleceu, cara. Ele faleceu.
The consequences are so severe. It's not like, okay, I made a mistake, I cut my finger. It's, okay, I made a mistake, I don't go home.
When my phone rings in the middle of the night, I know it's not good news. Last year in 2012, we had too many fatalities. One is too many, and we had more than one. They're all preventable.
Through all the work that we've done over the last 3 years, safety really has become part of our culture and part of who we are.
That 3-year program saw our incident rates drop to 1/3 of the rate they used to be. But that's not stopping our fatalities. The only thing that can stop our fatalities is us thinking about what we do every single day and not becoming complacent just because we've been doing it for 30 years.
From a leadership perspective, we need to make sure people have the right tools and the right training and the right knowledge and experience to do their jobs effectively, but it really comes down to the individual making the right decision around safety.
We control our destiny. We can operate in an incident and accident-free workplace.
Hacer lo correcto es hacerlo en forma segura.
Doing it right is doing it safely.
Fazer certo é fazer com segurança.
I want to be absolutely clear. You not only have the authority, you have the responsibility to do it. It's not just about your safety, it's about the safety of your colleagues and everybody who works for AES and for our contractors as well.
I think that everyone is responsible from when they walk through that gate till when they leave the property at the end of the day.
Bom, sou sempre responsável e sou responsável, além de mim, por toda a equipe com quem eu trabalho e todas as pessoas, sejam elas colegas da AES ou contratados.
Simplesmente pedi que essa atividade fosse paralisada imediatamente e solicitei que essa pessoa se retirasse da usina, porque ele estava colocando em risco a sua vida e a vida dos seus colegas de trabalho.
My proudest moment has been once we were finishing up a maintenance shutdown and we had a lot of pressure from the government and inside co-workers to start up the turbine. And at that moment we had a CPU failed in a cabinet that was electrified, and even though I was afraid, I said I'm not going to do the work because it's a very high risk work and we can't protect myself at that moment. So I felt that it was real, the fact that I have the authority to stop a work that I don't consider safe.
제가 모든 제 팀원들이 안전을 책임지는 사람이니까
왜 그러세요?
팀원들이 자각 투입 후에 수시로 일하는 그 현장을 점검하면서 그 친구들이 안전을 좀 미비한 그런 사항을 제가 그 즉시 체크해가지고 잘못됐다 잘 됐다를 지금 점검하면서 이야기해주고 있습니다. 교육을 바로 실시하고 있습니다.
We cross-fertilize and bring lessons learned from one business, from one part of the world to another part of the world.
Here at AES Andres, We have a first thing in the morning safety meeting. That meeting lasts about 10-15 minutes every day, and it's done in every place in the plant.
Las caminatas de seguridad es un proceso que tienen los líderes para acercarse al área laboral y de esta manera hablar de la seguridad en el trabajo.
Como he realizado un sinnúmero de permisos de trabajo y para que no convertirme en complaciente, siempre reviso paso a paso para cumplir con todo el procedimiento.
From a permit issuing authority standpoint, we are guaranteeing that we have identified and mitigated our hazards and you are safe to work there. Basically, we are guaranteeing his or her life.
Well, sure, there's the proper procedures done with this sign-in sheet, the sign-out sheet, reading control to the people to say the people have entered or the people have left the drum, so we can keep account of all manpower if anything goes wrong. We check everything is right, entry into the drum, exit from the drum, the SPR control, if there's no gas or no build up with gas.
When you pull your boilers on, you can say, right, I'm ready for my work, but especially with electrical equipment, you have to take time to assess each hazard.
The hazards of driving on the road are getting worse and worse every day with distracted drivers, impaired drivers, fatigued drivers. We have to be on our game all the time. All of our drivers go around their vehicles to make sure that, one, their vehicle is safe, and to make sure that the intended path that they're going to take is safe. Secondly, if we ever have to back up, and we try to minimize that as much as possible, we put a spotter out behind to make sure we don't back into something. Once you get on the road, it's all about driving, staying focused on driving and driving alone.
I try to lead by example with driving. My 4 boys at home are like sponges. Whatever I do, what habits I have, they're going to learn those same habits.
Like I said, it's a symbol that they're trying to do the right things. It doesn't mean they're there, but it means they're further on the path than their peers. And it's a recognition of that. And it doesn't come easy. It's a very competitive environment for that award. And that's good. When you see people wanting that, it means they're trying to do the right things.
Eu tive a oportunidade de trabalhar numa força-tarefa de espaço confinado, né? Então, assim, e hoje a gente se tornar referência nisso a ponto de receber uma premiação, eu me sinto muito orgulhoso de fazer parte desse time, dessa empresa. Olha, eu acredito que quando a gente começou, por conta assim, de estar iniciando uma mudança, eu não diria que tinha algum foco em algum prêmio, né, em alguma premiação. E sim, a gente tinha o foco de resolver aquilo que estava acontecendo, que eram acidentes, eram problemas que estavam ocorrendo dentro da empresa. Eu diria que foram necessárias mudanças de cultura mesmo. E hoje ele tem uma cultura assim, que ele vai terminar aquela atividade mais de forma segura, né? Ele se preocupa mais com a segurança, que é em primeiro lugar, e depois com a atividade.
When we say world class is that we don't want to be the best in that particular country. We want to be equally good everywhere.
1 million man-hours without LTIs that we achieved at AS Andres and Los Minas last year. And it's something that didn't come by chance. It was the result of very hard work all these years.
Behind me, you see the Monjong 2 plant here in Vietnam. This is a plant that has over 4,000 workers, and it's assembling one of the best accident-free records that we have. LTIs, its incidents, extremely low. And it's in a place where safety is not a high value. If we can emulate this and copy this at other construction sites, we'll take our safety to a new level.
The Mondong project has really been pretty remarkable, and it's to the point where the government is taking an interest in it, and they're watching what we do, and they're starting to put pressure on other contractors if they can do it there, why can't you do it here?
I will tell you that we talk about safety, even though investors may say, well, that's not that's hard for me to measure in earnings per share or other financial metrics, but frankly, I talk about it as a benchmark to say that we are good operators. We're good at safety, we're good at partnerships, we're good on all the other metrics I mentioned. If you do that, then a lot of other things fall into place.
Incident-free workplace, it's a mark of quality which is rewarded in the marketplace. But even if it wasn't, it's a moral, if not ethical, imperative to keep people from being injured doing work.
Safety to me is a very personal thing, and to be world-class, it means people go home to their families safe every single day.
Hola, Nan, dame un abrazo. Volver a casa sanos es lo más importante. Hacerlo correcto es hacerlo de forma segura.
Hacerlo correcto es hacerlo de forma segura.
Doing it right is doing it safely.
Fazer certo é fazer com segurança.
Doing it right is doing it safely.
Fazer certo é fazer com segurança.
Doing it right is doing it safely.
Y recuerda, hacerlo correcto es hacerlo de forma segura.
In AES, there's only one way to do it right, and that's doing it safely.